First off, I was going to ask you, after seeing all the ones on the score sheet the last few weeks, what was it like to get a different number on there?
Oh my, it's been so long since we tasted victory that this was really nice. It was good to see the guys battle back. I didn't like our first period, and I don't think our guys liked it, but we responded. We had a pretty enthusiastic speech in between the first and second, and I think they got the message, but we responded and got a couple of big goals, timely goals that gave us some life, and from that point forward, we played a little bit better. We still got some holes to shore up, but it's progress.
And also to come back from behind twice in this, in this game, what did that show about what these guys are made of? That they didn't just go the other way when the other team took the lead again. And,
Well, you know what? They got some veteran leadership on that team, and they weren't going to go away. They come into St. Lawrence and they want to beat us, and they're well coached and they've got some experience. So to see us respond and bounce back and find ways to manufacture a few goals was really encouraging for us.
And obviously, you want to win anytime you play. You got a really tough schedule coming too. How important was it to kind of get a win as soon as you could, so that it wouldn't keep building the longer the season went on?
It was really important. I think that our guys, for all the work that they put in this season, and for all the close games that we had last season, I thought it was really important for us to have a little bit of excitement, and to see the guys celebrate after was pretty heartwarming.
And also last season, some of the young guys that scored tonight, like Suthers, I think had scored 2 goals all of last year, got 2 tonight. What does that do for their possibility of maybe making strides this year if they do something like that?
Every milestone or every little victory that we find, we're gonna enjoy it. And we still have a long way to go as far as bringing everybody up to speed, but it's a step in the right direction.
You guys had 3-2 lead on the road and holding. What was kind of the difference in the late in the game?
Well, I think they did a really good job. They responded. All their goals were in the first 2 minutes of the last 2 minutes of periods. Yeah. So they were really good there. I thought their power play scored 2 goals. They had a short-handed goal. So that was. But I think the biggest thing was the end of periods, and then we lost some net front battles, and they were able to put some goals in. But it was a really good hockey game. I think we had plenty of chances, and obviously they had some good looks too. It was back and forth. But I would have liked to seen us be a little bit better coming out of periods and ending periods. We didn't finish the periods tonight or start the periods well in the second and third, and that was the difference in the game.
And they'd only scored like 1 goal in all 3 of the games. Were you kind of expecting that was maybe like a little misleading?
Well, I think when it's their home opener and they come home, they're a good team and they're gonna jam some pucks. They work really hard. They get guys to the net and they jam pucks around the net. We worked all week on net fronts because we knew they had some bigger forwards. And we just in moments, it wasn't like all game. It was like in these isolated moments, we just let up a minute and they threw it out front and they were able to score some goals. So credit to them for doing that.
The game-winning goal you scored, what did you kind of see on that play?
Well, I just jumped up in the play, did a quick turnaround at our blue line, defensive blue line, and pass squeaked through somehow and just was able to get it on net. I was having trouble. They were good at blocking shots today. So when I got one on net, it finally went in.
How close were you by the way to the boards? Because when I looked up and saw you were right at the boards, but were you on your shots here, or did you just kind of?
Yeah, I kind of drifted off because I fell after, but.
I was just wondering if you had how far were you taking that shot from? Did it go exactly where you were hoping it would go, or was it?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of traffic in front. And just the fact that I was able to, Callum Cusinado got some good net traffic there, and I was able to get it in there.
The way the game had been going at that point, were you kind of surprised that was the last goal of the game? Did you ever feel it could be like a 6-5 kind of, because it was kind of a back and forth?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, after we scored that goal, we really wanted to shut it down. We've haven't been able to score many goals, and so once we got 4, I think we were fine with that.
What'd you like about the way you guys handled some adversity? You fell behind a couple times and came back.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely we need to get the first goal more often. We struggled to do that, but after I thought first period we were flat, and then second period we really came back strong, and third period we were really strong.
The shorthanded goal you scored, what was that pass that you got like?
Yeah, it was great. We were joking on the bench after. We had a similar play at the end of the game second game in Maine,
Yeah.
and this time, you know, it worked. So it was nice to kind of redeem ourselves in the exact same play. But
Oh, yeah.
Carson made a good job of stripping the guy, and then a perfect pass by the wide open net. So it was an easy goal.
What's it like when you can kind of match a year's worth of scoring in one day too? Because we had 2 goals last year as a freshman. Like,
Yeah.
Is that a sign that maybe this is going to be a good year for you if you can already do that now in one night?
Yeah, confidence is a huge thing, and even though the exhibition game didn't count necessarily on the score sheet, it was nice to just see the puck go in the back of the net. And now confidence is a huge thing for me this year. I feel much more, you know, in the play and much stronger and faster. So I think it's going to be a much more productive year. And kind of just joking that we've tied the goal totals from the freshman year, but you know, it'll keep going. We're gonna have a lot of success. So.
And the first goal you scored too, what did you kind of see on that?
Yeah.
And whose shot did you rebound? Do you remember who?
Yeah, it was a nice fluff from Carson again, but it went on net, and Ryan Garvey got a stick on it, went up and over the goalie, and just landed perfectly in the crease and just in the right spot in the right time.
What kind of happened on that play?
Yeah, so I was just in front of the net trying to provide a screen, and Jake Stevens came down the wall, and I popped out, tried to find some space, and he gave me a nice pass, a nice one-time goal.
What's it do, do you think, to the other team too when the team can score that way in the power play? Because they've almost killed the whole thing off. And, are those almost more valuable than if you score like 20 seconds in or something?
Yeah, I think it's really good for our momentum because they're getting kind of excited thinking they killed it off, and then we just kind of put a dagger in it at the end and keep rolling after that.
And after 3, you know, even though one game didn't count, but after 3 straight games of just 1 goal, what do you feel like to see you guys kind of erupt and get? You know,
Yeah, it was great to start scoring. It's more fun when you're scoring. The whole bench is up. You're having more fun, and you win games. So.
Was there any point where you thought this might be a different kind of game for you guys? And you thought the first year, like, was there any goal you guys scored tonight? You thought, you know, maybe you have a chance, or you know?
Yeah, the first period was a little tough. We had a good intermission, and we responded well, and then after we came in after the second, we knew we had a good shot at winning this. We just played solid hockey.
And how big was this too with all the, you know, you have a tough schedule in the year to get, you know, win like this and not go to places like Michigan and stuff without a win?
Yeah,
You know?
it was huge to pick up a win before we head into kind of the bulk of our schedule and start feeling confident and good with this young group that we have.
All right, well,